Okay. Okay. The Chicago Bears beat the New York Giants 24-20. And that was a strange game. Very strange. Very strange game. Listen, this is what I see. What I see is strange. Okay. As I look for my cap, as part of I did a show prior to this. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, as I always am. I did an angered show because I thought the Bears were gonna lose. I have to remember how I'm doing these shows. Number one, my last show, I stated that the Bears are mentally stable. Okay. And I explained why. This shows more why they are mentally stable. And like I said, last year, they're not winning this game. I have to understand that as a fan, we keep reverting back to the team of last year. And had I, kept my patience and watched the game in full, maybe I would have felt a little bit better about it. But honestly, yes, with about 8 minutes to go in the game, I came in here upset, mentally disturbed, down 20-10, thinking that this team was going to lose the game. Not understanding what I told my viewers last week that this is a Bears team is very stable. I have to get that out of my head. But this is the Ben Johnson Bears. You're seeing things unfold. Caleb did not have his best game. Ben Johnson, the coach, did not have a good game. He called a shitty game. Let's be real. Finally, Luther Burden got involved late in the game. He's got to wake up because if you don't get Zacchaeus has got to start losing his reps because Caleb threw a beautiful ball to him early in the first quarter, I believe, and he dropped it in a corner, in the right corner in the end zone. He should have caught that ball. Ben Johnson has to wake up and say, listen, this is a sport about accountability. If you can't make the plays, somebody's got to take his spot. And that person is Luther Burden. He's got to take Zacchaeus' spot. And I think it's gonna eventually unfold to that, but he's got to let this play out. So Zacchaeus is probably on the verge of losing his job. And this is like points was lost, and you got to make those type of plays. Now, fortunately, and Zacchaeus, I think the Bears did score on the ensuing play, even though Zacchaeus dropped that ball. I think it was our rookie running back bulldozed into the end zone. Um, and like I said, I like the rookie running back. Um, I think he's going to be a decent Kyle Manning guy. He's going to be decent for us. So I like. Of course, he didn't have the game he had last week because we had a little bit better defense that can clog the middle better. So he did not have his best game. But and of course we had Swifty back, so he had to share the carries. He had to share the load this week. So of course he wasn't going to have the game he had last week. But that's just the way it is in the NFL. But the Bears came out on top. This game once again gave you a heart attack. It put you through a mental spell. It did. Let's be real. I was going through it. I watched the game with my dad. My dad came over. I bought some um, appetizers from Wonder, a place called. If you haven't had Wonder, Wonder is a. I I gotta tell you, this place is it really is good. Wonder is a place that has all these restaurants inside. They, I guess, the restaurants ship their items to this place, and they make all these. I guess they distribute all these restaurants items, menu items in one facility, one in one spot. They call it Wonder. Okay, so you can order like I ordered the queso chips from the barbecue place, Tejada's Barbecue, I believe. So I got a large. there. Then I ordered the wings from another place called, I forget what the wing place is called, but I ordered a 12-piece wing from there. I got the what do you call it? The fucking Nashville hot wings, okay? So I got the hot wings. They were really good. So if you got a Wonder in your area, I highly recommend it. Get Wonder. I mean, prices varies, but I think it's pretty reasonable. And it's a unique place. It's really unique. Me and my family ate there the other on Friday. I had a burger from there and I had onion rings from Maine. I believe it's called Mainstay. You can order onion rings, and the onion rings are so good. And the burger was fantastic. Great burger. I think that's my daughter called. But anyway, um, so I had the appetizer ready and everything, and my dad came over, and for of course, the first 3 quarters the Bears looked like trash. And the Giants, Jackson Dart was looking like Michael Vick. He was looking like vintage Michael Vick back there. The way he's sneaky fast. Like he's very sneaky fast. He was outplaying Caleb. Let's be real. He was outplaying Caleb. But of course, the difference was the turnovers. Dart had a crucial turnover deep in Bear territory, and that kind of changed the whole facet of the game. And the difference, Caleb did not have any turnovers. Okay. Caleb is growing. He's growing. Of course, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of cussing him out the first 3 quarters of the game. I was cussing him out. And finally, but at the same time, I was really upset with Coach. I didn't like the game Coach was calling. I thought Coach called a terrible game. But I think you got to get Coach and Loveland more involved. Even though he was more involved in the final quarter, he had 55 yards receiving on 4 catches. That's good. We want to see that continue to progress with the rookie wide receiver. Luther Burden had over 50 yards receiving. That's great. And we also see Roma Dunze had 86 yards receiving. So that's good. So the ball got spread. We're still not seeing DJ Moore. I think he was lost in the game. We didn't see that much production from him. I think Swifty had a pretty good game. But so the Bears, can this team 6-3 is listen, 6-3, that's a blessing. I mean, this is where we need to be. Okay. This is a good record to have going into Minnesota. I expect Caleb to have that vengeance on his sleeve because let's be real, the rookie out for them in game 1. Now you got to pay him back. You got to get him back in Minnesota. You got to get McCarthy back in Minnesota. And I expect Caleb to return the favor in Minnesota. This is what I expect. I don't think he's going to have a 300-yard game. That can be out the window. I don't expect him to have a 250-yard game. I think he'll have a similar game like today. Maybe even less yardage. Maybe 179. Maybe a 12, maybe a 13, 14 for 27 game, 179 next week. That's what I'm looking at. I think the key next week, I'm not sure the Minnesota Vikings defense, how we can attack them. I'll leave that to the coaching staff, but I just don't think it's going to be through the air. With all the weapons that we have. But the Bears have to win next week. They have to win next week. Although it's going to be a tough task. It's going to be a tall task because then you got Aaron Rodgers coming into Soldier Field the week after that. So, man, it's going to be this is going to be a tough stretch here. But you got to beat Minnesota. You have to beat Minnesota. There's no question. You got to beat this team next week, man. Caleb is still climbing. He's climbing, trying to get out of the doghouse. Still not there yet, but he's making some strides getting out of there. That was big today. That fourth quarter showed me something. That showed me growth. That fourth quarter comeback showed me growth. I like that. That's what I want to see from my quarterback. This is a difference between Caleb Williams and Justin Fields, who, by the way, if you haven't paid attention to the Jets and Browns today, Justin Fields had another game where he produced no more than 54 yards passing for the entire game. That's horrible. How the hell? I'm asking myself, how the hell did the Jets win the game? I have to really find out how the hell did the Jets win that game where Justin Fields didn't even get over 60 yards passing. So clearly, Justin Fields was not the answer after all. That's what that tells me. Anytime a quarterback is in his what is it, his fifth season now, fourth season, and still has problems getting over 60 yards passing, this is the second time. The second time this year he has passed below 100 yards passing. That's horrible. You are not even an NFL caliber quarterback when you came and get over 60 yards passing in the game. So Justin Fields, that's my mistake. The Bears did make the right move in drafting Caleb Williams. Now, the question is he better than Drake May? Right now, no, he's not. Is he better than Jaden Daniels? Here's the thing about that. Jaden Daniels can't stay on the field. So if you would ask me, who you ask me who I'm riding with Caleb. Caleb lines up every week. He's on the field every week. I want my quarterback to be there every single week, and he's there every week. Jaden Daniels is not available every week. So if you would ask me, I think Caleb is a better quarterback than Jaden Daniels on the fact that he is more durable than Jaden Daniels after 2 years. He's more durable. Jaden Daniels can't stay on the field. Even though he got to the NFC Championship game last year, they had a magic carpet run, but Jaden Daniels, he can't stay on the field. So Caleb is better because he is durable. He is more durable. He stays on the field, and listen. This is his fourth comeback win. So year two is proven to be a year of growth for Caleb Williams. The Bears are in good shape, 6-3. We least expected that. I didn't expect that, honestly. But this team was projected to win 9 games this year, and we already at six. So I think the Bears are right on course right now. They said November is when the real team starts showing up. The Bears are showing up in November. Okay, second week of November, the Bears are showing up. That's a plus. So November is the time where everybody shows up. Now Thanksgiving, we'll see what this team is by Thanksgiving. If they can if they can pull out, they should beat Pittsburgh at Chicago. Pittsburgh has a rough time playing in Chicago. I'm not sure the last time Pittsburgh was won at Chicago. I believe it's been a long time, but Pittsburgh always has a rough time winning in Chicago. So Pittsburgh should be a win. If the Bears get tripped up next week in Minnesota, I think Pittsburgh is a guaranteed win the following week. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers will no longer own the Bears. You can trust my word on that. That's my 2 cents for the day. I think the Bears are in good shape. Great win today. It was a headache. Wasn't easy. I almost lost my cool. I did do a show previous to this one that was angered. It was angered filled. It was cuss word filled. It was bad. Maybe I should give you a couple highlights of that show. I might just do that. I'm out. Peace. All right, the Bears lose. Look, I don't know what the final score is. It's in the fourth quarter. I know this is going to be a loss. It's 20-10 right now. I already know this. I know this fucking team. Loss is clearly on the coach today. I don't know what the hell Ben Johnson is designing, but the play calling was atrocious today. It was atrocious. And the quarterback, we all know what he is. And every quarterback always looks better than him, with the exception of Doc in week 3? But we know what the quarterback is. Still, Ben Johnson's got to get a better job utilizing these players, man. We got to do a better job utilizing these players. Where the hell was Luther Burden? Where was he at today? Where was Colson Loveland? We saw him on one little. I'm not sure what's called out route. Look, I'm not a. I don't even look at the game. Okay, I see what I see, and Colson Loveland was not involved in the game. Rarely. Luther Burden wasn't involved in the game. DJ Moore, where the hell was he at? I mean, we got this so-called great offense, these offensive players, and the Giants have a weak, what, ranked 28th in defense, and we can only come up with that many points against the Giants. Like this is where are we going? Where's this team going, man? Where are we going? You can't beat the fucking Giants at home. Like this is bad, man. Come on.